Moose genital.
Yes. Hello, and welcome back to the Gamer's Tale. Tonight we'll be continuing our adventures in the Onyx, or forging the Onyx campaign, and tonight, after they had defeated members of the Northern Cross faction, the party is still within the plains of Gant Evos by a plaque of mysterious origin. We pick up after they find out that, well, they got called in. What are you all doing?
I say that we take a short rest because they already know we're coming. Might as well just hold off for a second. And I have a question for you, Trent.
Mm.
I think we should move an hour or so away and then take a short rest because they know possibly where exactly we are.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like if we flee, like if we start departing, they're just gonna send people to chase us, and then we're never gonna be able to get anything done until we can turn and confront. I feel we should just go ahead and try and turn and confront, and if shit starts going south, we run. Um, I mean, we could get on the run right now. Go ahead and start running. But I mean, it's just loss of momentum. I mean, we don't have a whole lot to begin with, but keeping as much as we can would be nice. Or at least maybe going up and investigating why they're trying to attack us.
Probably because we're invading.
They don't know that we're invading. We could be traveling.
We might just be some opportunistic marauders, according to them. We surprised them, sort of, I think. And there were those stones, so they know we're here.
Yeah, they already know we're here. It's not like we're going to be able to hide anything.
I will remind you that there was a mysterious figure walking away from this plaque as well.
I really don't. I mean,
And then I told them, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, you kind of incited it. Further.
Yeah, well, you got me there.
Okay. It's now official
Anyway.
record. Yes, you have a
We,
question.
This storm longsword, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 1d6 lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Could I perform my special ceremony as a Pact of the Blade Warlock and take that 1d6 and put it on my greatsword?
You could.
I will spend. We're gonna take a break for like an hour, right? Just take a breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that while taking my breath.
I thought a short rest was 4 hours.
No. A short rest is like an hour.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like 30 minutes.
No, 30 minutes to an hour. It depends.
Okay.
Different people do it differently. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour.
I believe
Okay.
rules as written is 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, well, I was clueless about any of that, so it didn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay. The storm longsword is gone now.
I've eaten it.
I have not eaten it. I don't do that. That's weird. I like to imagine I put both swords together and kind of just they're focused and it kind of melded.
That's the Carney warlock that does the sword eating. All right, as you spend an hour recuperating, resting, spending hit die, etc.
Spells are back.
Yes.
Not
Reload.
for me.
For some
Well,
people,
You also have like 7 times as many both me and Ty combined. So
that's
How
true.
many slots does Miyamura have? It was like 30 of them?
Okay.
Well, okay, so the guy you killed, he was a level 4
14.
cleric, and he had like 4-3-3 of first, second, and third level spells.
Okay, well, there are 2 level 9 warlocks here, and we both have, I believe, 2.
I'm a level 8 warlock.
Altogether,
Okay.
I have 14 spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, 6 times as much as both me and Ty.
It's like approaching 7 or 8. It's ridiculous. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either.
During your long rest, and as you perform the ritual to combine your sword
Short
with
rest.
the other
Short rest.
Short rest. Sorry.
Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, I lose my bonus hit points, but
All right. So for that hour, as you consume the powers of the storm-blessed longsword, the clouds begin to thicken, and darkness begins to go over the land a bit more. While it slowly begins to block out the sun.
Let's see. What can I attempt to do?
That's good.
There was something I wanted to do during the hour. Sorry. I was eating, so I was kind of muted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Is that what more?
Probably would if she had food. Yes, probably. The pendant I got.
Yes.
Is there any kind of check I can do? Like maybe a religion? Is it a religious thing?
You can make a religion
Possibly.
check. Yes.
That's the
For the
first thing she
record-
would think of.
For the record, I'm taking the short rest as a scorpion.
Okay.
I can stay wild shaped for 4 hours.
Okay then.
As you look over the pendant, it looks like it obviously has some significance. Someone put it here for a reason, but you don't know what. Obviously, it has significance, but whether it's religion, whether it's just some strange fashion trend, you don't know.
Trent, do I recognize anything about it?
Also make a religion check for me.
Only religion? I couldn't do like history to recognize the image, maybe, or no, still be religion. I don't know. I'm just begging for a bonus here.
Apparently.
0. That's a big old 8. So I know nothing.
It's a necklace
What
with
the
a weird
fuck is
face.
growling? What is that noise?
Sorry, that's the cat.
That's your cat?
What the fuck?
Whoa.
She's weird.
She growls?
No,
Okay.
she
Can't growl.
she gets up in my face and just purrs as loud as possible.
Oh, that's
Oh.
adorable. That's okay. We forgive her.
She's evil, but she loves me.
You love her, damn it. You give her scooches and pets right now.
But she doesn't like Scrooges and pets.
Oh.
Where are you?
Just
really?
said that.
But where's it?
Only
Where,
she
where are
can
you?
scooch and pet.
Where are you scooching and petting?
Her face.
Why is this a conversation?
She doesn't want the scooches and the pets on the face. Do middle of the back
Oh my
and the
god.
sides. Try that.
Like base of the
That's
tail.
Anyway,
Yes.
No, don't touch the tail. Don't touch the base of the tail. Never touch
Base
the
of the
base
tail.
of the tail.
no, a lot of cats actually like that
It's
because it's hard for
I
them
thought
to.
it was the base of the tail, like by the back legs or whatever.
It's less that she doesn't like to be pet at all, and more that she wants to be pet on her terms,
Oh.
which are when I'm busy, like right now.
So
Normal cat.
cat stuff.
So like most
Yeah.
cats, yeah.
More or less.
All right. So
That's
while
why I
the
like Barnaby better.
the clouds are getting darker, it does not appear to be getting ready to rain. Kind of like leading up to it, but there's no impending sense of rain.
Okay, so I sort of knew that, but I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say that. I suspected, but I couldn't cast anything to make it so that you would tell me this is weird officially.
It just seems that it was cloudy
Oh, excuse me.
before. It's gotten cloudier.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. The hour rest. Is it done? Is there anything you guys would like to do during
Yes.
that beyond the? All right.
I'd like to do the old favorite, which in this
Eldritch
case
Blast?
is no. Okay, that's different. No, that's during combat.
What are you gonna do then?
I'm gonna see if
Wanna
I
try to
can
make
make
some
some
soap?
perfume or something. This usually ends badly. I just want to just
We
try it just for the
spent-
hell of it.
Days in game having Bruno teach you how to make poison properly, and you said, "Fuck it, perfume."
Uh,
Bruno would be so disappointed. Good.
You make some kind of okay smelling, very thin perfume.
And I can make alchemist fire, but I'm just saying, I didn't know if I should use all my vials of that before I made more.
Do you know how good alchemist fire would be helpful right now?
As a distraction, yes, I do.
No, as damage. It sticks to it's napalm.
Oh, I thought it was just 1d4 plus fire damage, and that was the end of it.
No, it stays.
No.
They are set on fire, and they have to take an action, or someone else has to take an action to put them out,
You launch it.
Oh.
or else
It
they
bursts.
keep taking fire damage each turn.
So Miyamura,
Covers.
you see,
Light shit on fire.
you see the very pale warlock man just sit down, take the pot off his head, and begin mixing something together. And he looks.
Actually, I have a question about this.
Hmm?
Could he use that pot to make alchemist fire? Like, it's an alchemy pot. Could he just speak into it, alchemist fire, and then boom, a gallon?
If I remember correctly, it works very similar to the alchemist jug.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know if alchemist fire would fall within its criteria.
I don't think there's a list.
Let me look it up. I actually had a partial list. It's here somewhere. Alchemist supplies.
I know it. It sums up to like 1 gallon of something.
Yeah, that's usually water.
All right.
Alchemist jug. Okay.
You can make acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, wine.
Yes.
I would say
So
that he might be able to get 3 vials of alchemist fire to be produced by the jug.
You want some booze?
No, you want alchemist fire.
Okay, 3 vials.
We just talked about this.
And I whisper alchemist fire into the pot.
I have this very amusing thing of you just sitting cross-legged speaking into the opening of this pot. It's a pan, technically.
Okay. You got
How
it
would a
there.
pan sit on his head like that then?
What?
Magic.
How does it sit on his head? It literally looks like Johnny Appleseed.
So it is a pot.
Do I need to show you guys the picture of Codwell again?
No,
And his
No.
armor
to me,
made of
to me in
utensils?
my head, it looks like a typical saucepan of a large size with a single handle off the side.
Everybody else in the fucking world calls that a pot.
No, it depends on how deep it is.
A saucepan's not that deep.
Yeah, that is a pan, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you go up to like stock pots,
Why
It's-
are we arguing the logistics
but
of
like
a
my
pot?
but like my 1 quart pot that I use to make oatmeal every single morning. Yes, I eat oatmeal every single morning. Trent, don't you fucking dare. That's a pot, but it's also a saucepan.
All right, fine. It's a pot. It can fit on his head.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Shut the fuck up!
I think you've been consuming the pot that isn't the pan.
Mm-hmm. You care way too much
Somehow
about
I
it.
doubt it.
No, this is just the
Someone
quirky
got into Tread's herbs and spices.
How did we get here?
You walked. All right, so
The only right answer.
the hour has passed. It's cloudier now. It's getting a little cool. What are you guys doing?
So do we want to take our rest where it's like off to the side of
The rest is done.
Weepingburg?
Rest is done.
The rest
No, I
is-
mean like we were talking about whether if we should go
Okay.
straight on or like to go here or try to evade before moving in again.
Well,
Considering
everybody's
we
got-
literally just got done with it, I'd say we probably didn't.
I mean, everyone got their spell slots restored, right?
No.
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 O-
Okay.
Only the warlocks can do that.
Okay. Well, do you have spell slots left? In case we get into trouble.
Tread's still a scorpion, so he can't really.
Snip, snap, snackety clack. Is
Yeah.
Chad's
But,
response.
He's just like,
I could cast Speak with Animals again.
Or you could just yell at him.
My point is, he needs to tell you what's going on, and he can't do that when he's transformed.
Well, I know. That's what.
he distinctly points out one claw and then points out the other one and then shakes him. He's like, I can answer questions with one or two.
Oh,
Yes or no.
blink if you. Okay.
Like with one of your 8 eyes.
Yeah, funny.
No, wait. It's 4 eyes. Anyway.
He
Seems to
gets
be-
across that he has spells left. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Oh, yes. The
Were you
dark
just-
reddish square is where you guys currently are by the plaque. That is the plaque's location.
Okay.
Is everyone ready to go?
One
Oh.
clack.
One clack. Okay. One for yes. We're going to go with one for yes. It sounds like Tread's ready to go.
Perfect.
What about Bruno and Brock? Are you guys ready to? Or not Bruno, Frederick. Frederick and Brock. Are you ready to go now, or?
Scorpion
always
just
ready.
smashes his claw on his face.
Yeah, I healed myself up with my hit dice, so I'm good.
Okay.
Who has the map?
I don't know, actually. Who would have
You have a
held
map?
on to the map?
I don't know.
Probably.
Well,
Bruno.
Tread has the bag.
I too feel
I would
that
say-
Nestor would probably have handed off the map to Frederick. I don't know if
Okay.
he would have handed it off to Lundgren.
No. No.
I mean, I would think Frederick or Lynn.
I would just like to see the map, and I will lead the way, depending on where we are going, of course. Is that all right with you?
Sure. Yeah.
If I recall, we were headed to Weepingburg.
Yeah. That's right.
And if
So-
the map is handed to her, she just looks for where that is. Right there. Blah. No, fucking. Blah. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, friends, follow me.
All right, so you begin following the tall, bluish form of Mia Moira across these rather dryish-looking plains. There's a decent amount of undulation, so it's not just like absolutely flat, much like Sarand was. But there's definitely more areas that have sudden drop-offs. And there, you make a couple of... You march a couple of hours or so, and you are very much far away from the plaque now. And right about... let's have something nice and festive looking. Right about here, as you make your way, you come across, within visual sight of these patches of trees. It's just this large swath of trees. You can see the end of it on either side, but on the map there's no trees. But then again, the map's also like a couple hundred years old.
So there are some trees here that weren't even there before.
They're not there according to the map.
Landscapes can change, yes.
Sometimes.
How long have we been traveling?
Couple hours.
Okay. Still Scorpion.
Yeah. It's getting, well, it's already rather dark because of the overcast skies. And you guys were around like in the afternoon when you're doing that. Why do you gotta do this to me? Roll 20. Why has my connection just been interrupted? Anyway, um, as you're walking, do you approach the trees?
Let's see.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh my!
Oh, if you're saying something that
I've been over here saying shit, and I thought you guys were just talking over me and ignoring. Breathe, Steven. You're not.
no, sorry.
No. That's just been technical difficulties.
Oh,
Is there any are there any small animals here?
Not that you've seen. Of course, you
Okay.
are large walking people, and would probably scare them off.
Hmm.
Trent, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
All right. So those people that we dealt with, that's the best way of saying it. Did they look like they were coming from the direction of Weepingburg?
They came from that general direction. Yes.
Okay.
You may
And
not be.
Please finish.
You may not be following like the exact path that they were coming from, but they were coming from a northeastern direction.
Okay. And the weirdo was going roughly this direction?
Yes.
Okay.
The weirdo.
Yeah, the weird dude from the plinth. And we're going this way, right? Towards Weepingburg?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's been like, what, 2-3 hours since we fought them, right?
Yeah, 3 hours, about that.
Okay. If they were responding, like, if Weepingburg was responding, we should be able to start seeing foot soldiers. Do we see any foot soldiers or anything like that?
No, you see this dead forest. And
Just this, like, dead forest? Yeah?
there's just this dead forest right there. There's this amount you're traveling isn't fully to scale on this map because it's a lot larger. But you can deduce that from the angle that they were going and the angles that you took, they would probably be coming. Let me get a nice red marker. They'd probably be taking this path while you guys are a bit over on the green.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's kind of like there are two paths that lead to Weepingburg. You seem to be taking the path on the left while they've been coming from the path on the right, if there were paths here. You also haven't encountered any roads.
Okay, we don't need roads where we're going.
I'm curious.
We don't need road.
Okay, you are curious.
I mean about everything.
Oh.
According to what was told me as a child, this place doesn't exist. None of this existed.
I mean, how many things have we all been told as children?
I had also assumed as well that it was adults. I mean, official Saran basically doctrine or dogma is like, this is nothing, nowhere, no how. And yet we're finding plaques and people and a lot of other things. So I'm just wondering what else or who else we're going to find.
When
Excuse me.
I was young, this whole place that we have been in so far, all the land I've traveled over on the rocks, I was told this was nothing. There was nothing here. Yet, I have flown over big tracts of sand and forest everywhere, and water, an ocean. I was told none of this was here. So you would be surprised with how much there actually is when they say there's nothing.
So as far as this region goes, you were told the same when you were young that I was.
Exactly. Because we did not know. We
I
do
think
now, of
it's-
course.
Yeah.
So I'm also very old.
Huh. Okay.
She just kind of stops there, just smiling.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys going through or around the forest?
I'm debating about what to
Let's-
do with that issue, but I think I'm just gonna let it slide.
Let's go through the forest. It's the most direct path. We have a goal in mind. We need to, I think, keep the initiative.
Agreed.
Okay.
Hey, diddle diddle, straight up the middle, sir.
So
we are within. When
Yeah,
we're
that's
within
what she
60
said.
feet, I'm using Eyes of the Grave. Sorry.
Okay.
To detect undead.
I finally figured out what that was.
Eyes of the grave or hey, diddle diddle, straight up the middle.
Well, the eyes of the grave.
Okay, so you get to about 60 feet outside the forest, and you cast Eyes of the Grave, and there is a slight blip just at the edge of your sight. Just like something was watching and then pulls immediately back, as if it noticed you were looking at it.
Great.
There is something watching us from there. Something undead.
Fuck yeah.
If the forest is dying, that would explain a lot. We'll have to watch ourselves. Yeah, exactly.
Shiro.
If the forest was dying, that would explain a lot.
What? Legitimately? Come on now.
You're not. You are, as I realize I'm going to say very often with you. You're not wrong.
Okay, so you guys are still
Do you
going
still
in.
want to go through?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I
I think we can handle some undead. I mean, did she share that there was undead, or was this just?
Yeah, she said there was something watching us. That was probably undead.
That is undead.
That
part she
definitely
knows.
is undead for sure. Okay.
Eyes of the Grave is only undead.
Yes.
Okay. Just because I know, like a paladin's divine sense.
Yeah, divine senses. Though with
Is it-
divine sense, you can tell which one it is. Still, but yeah.
Okay, but with that, it's for celestials and fiends as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Celestials, fiends, undead, and consecrated ground.
Oh,
So
Okay.
Eyes of the Grave is low light
Just
vision
undead.
to celestial to divine sense is to dark vision in 3.5. More absolute
Sure.
in its ability.
Yes.
Okay, so as you walk into the forest, there's a little bit more pathways.
Me and Moira has put the map away. I should probably say that.
Okay.
Don't want to lose it.
So you start walking through the forest. Tread, you notice it first. There's a much different feel to this forest compared to, say, the dark forest. The dark forest, it looked like it was in a state of decay, but was very vibrant. This is very flat and waning. As if through sheer willpower, this forest is staying even at this decayed state. As you begin to push farther in,
You are no longer Scorpion, bitch. What are you doing?
oh, I
Still
thought
Scorpion.
he
It's
was-
4 hours.
It's been 4 hours.
I
Has it been
thought
4
he
hours
was-
now?
I say just near the end.
I thought
Okay.
he was miming cocking a pistol, not
No, he's,
communicating as a scorpion.
he is snapping his claws.
I got that totally off.
Which I'm gonna assume I would lose momentarily anyway, so I guess I'll drop it.
Yeah. Okay. So try to
This
reverse.
place feels wrong.
Okay. As you continue to push deeper and deeper in, there's areas of clearing within this forest, and then there's places where it thins out and denses, as you would expect a natural living forest would be like. And let's see if I can. As you make your way to where you can only assume is kind of like the middle of this little patch of forest, you come to this. That's not what I want to do. God damn it. That is also not what I want to do. I want to go out. What in the absolute hell? Okay.
Are you sure that you have to select a drop button? Oh, it's a fight.
My mouse double clicks a lot.
Okay, we have some trees and like that.
Yeah, you come to this
Oh.
larger open area. North, kind of northwest of where you guys are. You see probably about a 10-foot kind of block of stone that has something fallen off the side of it.
I do not like this.
The area
This
around
is
here feels
irregular.
very flat, even to the non-nature inclined. For the record, you guys are kind of traveling in what in the hell? Kind of this direction.
So we're not traveling like north-south. We're traveling.
You're kind of traveling across it, and you can see this thing over here. Just like it's there. It's much different than the surrounding area.
Hey, Moira, you want to come with me and take a look at that thing?
Why not all of us?
I mean, okay.
I
I
don't
just
want
figured.
to separate.
Oh,
I just figured 2 people could move faster than 5. I mean, we all move at like the same speed, but 2 people draws less attention than 5 does.
And I am not very. I am very noticeable.
I can help. I wave my staff and cast Pass Without a Trace with my free slot.
Oh,
So
listen.
anyone sneaking within how many? I think it's 30. Where is Pass Without a Trace? There it is.
I think that's what you said last time.
Yeah. Anyone within 30 feet has a plus 10 to stealth.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
So we
all of
don't
us
sneak
are
up to it.
All right.
Yeah, because we do still have to stay within range of you.
Yeah, I have to go.
Roll me some stealth then.
Plus 10 to everything.
But I have disadvantage. 17.
I also have disadvantage.
14.
God damn it.
And then 34.
Jesus Christ.
As Shed almost becomes one with the floor.
I thought mine was the worst.
Chitskala and Brock almost melt into the open area, barely making a sound as you all proceed towards the giant cube of stone. While Lundgren kind of clomps along a little bit louder, strangely enough, than me and Moira. And Frederick
Yeah.
is doing a pretty decent job.
I've lived in this armor my whole life, just about.
Well, not this armor.
No, this is the same armor from before. It's just dirty as shit.
Oh, yeah, but you got that from the underground, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the idea is plate.
Yes.
I forgot to ask if you wanted me to help you clean that off.
No, I'd be okay.
I thought it'd be part of your aesthetic now, so I decided
Hobo
not to.
Night. Hobo Night
you
doesn't
know.
need a cleaning.
Hey, it's extra edgy.
All right. That makes sense.
As
I
if
got
you need any more edge, you're carrying swords.
I fucking hate you so much.
Technically, it's just one sword.
No, I carry 2.
But
I only use 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you approach this stone square, it seems to be flat on the side facing the west that you can see, and there seems to be this kind of relief, kind of raised etch on the side facing the southeast. It should be this one that you can see.
You don't say.
Yes,
Is it a square or is it a cube?
it is a cube. It is 10 foot by 10
Okay.
foot by 10 foot.
It's an effigy of Scanlan's penis.
What?
The
Did you
cube.
say an effigy of Satan's penis?
No, Scanlan.
Scanlan.
Pretty close to
In
Satan.
short halt.
I mean,
Close
those
enough,
are similar
yeah.
people, yeah.
If Satan was more trickster godlike, it would definitely be Scanlan.
I'm pretty sure he is a trickster god.
I would argue more lawful evil rather than chaotic. Anyway,
I have an actual answer for that, but Satan / Hades is lawful.
so
Just saying.
the do you approach the cube?
Fuck it.
Does the cube have words on it?
No.
Darn.
I don't think it speaks English, bud.
I didn't know. I didn't want to ask if it spoke English or not.
Does it have words?
Well,
I know, mate.
if it was etched with language, I could check it out.
As Miyamoto carefully creeps up to it.
I'm waiting for everyone else, but apparently I'm the only one moving.
I don't.
Sorry, I had to fix my audio. I was connected to the wrong frickin' Wi-Fi.
How do you connect to the wrong Wi-Fi?
I have access to 2 Wi-Fis here.
I was about to grab that.
One's a free Wi-Fi and one is mine that actually works.
I can't say the same.
I've had to call and complain several times, but they've kept their act together since.
Good. Right.
Good.
So you approach the cube. On the side, you see a statue, or what's left of a statue, like the top half of one, worn with age. Its features very unclear, and its presence merely almost. If you didn't know that this giant cube is here, you would think it was just a pile of rock. On this side, you see a very well etched depiction of what you can only describe as something. It is humanoid in shape. Its arms outstretched to the sides in like an almost ballerina pose. The muscles that it has are almost like exposed muscular tissue across the entirety of it. There is a very narrow jaw, heavy bindings over the eyes as if it were blind, and 8 points stretched up behind its back into the rest of the rock that kind of create this strange, almost halo behind it. And it has a skirt-like implement on its lower half.
You're back, sorry.
I have no idea if this will help, but I would like to make a religion check.
Okay.
Because again, that's the first thing she's going to go to.
Okay. You've seen similar iconography to this before. Generally, they represent guardian depictions, as if the poses here represent that they block or bar the way of those who either wish to enter outside of the authority that they have, or just as a warning.
Okay. We must be careful here. If we are not wanted, well, This warning is for us.
How do the people who made the statue determine if we're not wanted?
That I do not know.
Whew. So we got to be careful.
We should always be careful here. But more so. And are we still being watched?
With Eyes of the Grave, you don't see any undead presence around for 30 feet.
Not 60 feet.
60 feet. Well, neither then, either.
Okay.
There is like way on the far side, there is like something just kind of there, but it doesn't seem to be hostile. It's more like, you know how the random car pulls around in your driveway and you're just like, who the hell is that? You just kind of peek out the shades. That's kind of the feeling you're getting from the undead presence here.
Like
Who the
something just
fuck is in my
passing by.
yard?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk to them because then they know I'm home.
Yeah.
Then it's awkward conversation times 10.
We're not taking him trick or treating. Or at least I don't want to, because he can't eat candy. It's like,
What?
well, we could just
What?
stay home, and I'm like,
What?
what? Hello?
Hello.
What?
Yes,
Good
we
talk.
can hear you.
Have you
I
muted?
heard something about trick or treating. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Can you hear us, Steven? Because we can't hear you.
If you're speaking now, we can't
Steven,
hear it.
can you hear me?
I guess that's a no. Hey.
Hello?
Yeah.
And Frederick disappeared forever.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
It's not me. My shit's green. Like, full green.
Hello?
I can hear him right now. I
Oh
can
my
hear
God.
him. Can you not hear him?
I can
I
hear
could hear him.
He can't hear
Okay.
us.
I know, I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
It
Okay,
was,
good.
was not me. I can tell you that much.
Okay, the
Well, it
question...
wasn't all of
One
us.
moment. I'll be
It's
right back.
definitely you.
No, it wasn't. Mine was green.
Ugh.
The greens are lies.
And it's still a mystery.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Okay. So, which way are we going? Continuing or seeing where this leads?
I still head towards Weepingsburg, right? Weepingburg?
I mean, there's a space for us to walk. I mean, we'd have to figure out
Drying shanty.
who
The
made
sob
this.
shack.
We have to figure out who made this and why to tell them we don't mean any harm.
The
Unless
boo-hoo
the
hut.
people who Unless, of course, the
I
people
just-
who made this warning are dead.
Can I just look around to see if I see anything?
Yeah, make a perception check. Is there anything you'd like to particularly look for?
Anything watching us?
Not that you can see. There's there's to your trained eye the presence of small animals, rodents, subterranean dwelling things. But other than that, nothing seems to be watching you.
Okay.
Is there anything else on this stone?
If you walk around it, it seems that every side is absolutely smooth except this side.
The southeast side.
The southeast side, yes. With the strange raised relief. It is a masterfully done piece of stonework. It's like those ones that look very almost as if it were alive, like someone just sunk something into it. It's that level of detail in it.
Mm.
Nice.
So when we walk past this thing, it's going to come to life.
I think that's what he's telling us.
Is it
Yes.
booby trapped?
I would have to agree with
What?
that statement.
Oh,
Yes. The moment you
Heck
turn
it.
your backs, it's going to kill you.
well,
Like
time
the-
to roll up
Joke's
some
on you. We're
characters.
never
It's
turning
over.
our backs.
Just don't blink.
Yeah.
The side
Fine.
that the thing is on, is that the way we're going?
No.
Like we have to pass it.
All right.
Oh,
So you
further
guys
on.
you were heading this way, and
Mhm.
this is if this line were the forest, you guys would be heading in the direction where Lundgren's ass is currently, and this place is
Oh.
kind of right here. So it's like you were heading merrily on your way, and then this thing is right here. So you wouldn't
Okay, so we'd be
necessarily have to go
walking-
this way. You are heading this way. This is kind of like the pit stop on the major highways.
Mia Moira looks to the rest of the group. Shall we continue?
I think we should.
Yeah. I mean, there's
if
nothing
we were,
really for us to read here, so
if
and we
were
don't know
already
what
I don't
headed
notice
in
anything
this
else.
direction, then we already passed the center. So like, I don't see why I would wait.
Okay.
All right. And she takes the map back out and leads them in hopefully the right
But
direction.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
Sorry, I have something in my eye.
It's probably your finger.
Ah.
I think she meant beside that.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Speculation.
Okay.
Okay.
So who you said Brock was taking up the back? Who's next after Brock?
Brock's
Me.
in the rear?
Yeah.
I'll be up front, I guess, with Moira.
If it's me and Moira going first, and then Frederick, then maybe Tread, and then me, and then Brock.
Middle sounds
know.
good.
Okay.
High survivability.
I was gonna say I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus or anything.
No, I always take up the rear.
Hmm.
That's like no comment.
Okay. So you guys resume walking towards Weepingburg.
Yeah.
Do any of you look back?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
There
Yes, I
is
do.
a hole in this square that you can see. That's the rest outside of it is kind of like this kind of polished, dark gray stone, and then there's just this
Shit.
blackness in the center that is shaped like the thing that you saw carved into it.
Oh great.
Guys, there's a shape in the stone of that carving, that humanoid figure. I'm gonna try something really stupid. Are you guys ready?
Not
I'm always
usually,
down for stupid ideas.
but yeah.
I want to go over. I want to go over there and put. Is this like an indentation?
It looks like an indentation now, when it
Oh,
was
okay.
used to not be.
It wasn't before, yeah.
I want to go over there and put myself in the indentation as if it were a bed
Okay.
and see
How
what
would you
happens,
do?
if anything.
He turns to stone, gone forever.
Does the black tendrils eat his face? No.
Do
You
leave a fart out of this.
you mimic the position. It's a little taller than you,
Okay.
and you kind of cozy up in there. There's a lot of room in the back area, as if there was something that was thicker than you.
Somebody with a bigger butt than me.
No, in the upper back, not in the lower back.
Oh, okay.
And you kind of hold yourself there. Nothing happens.
Okay. Then I get out of there and we can go on our way.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just curious about a little something.
I would not have touched that. That
I didn't
might have
realize
been a
that.
bad idea.
I didn't realize that soft skins were much like the beasts you call cats. I am aware of their tendency to fit into places. If they can fit in them, they will sit in them.
That wasn't directly my intention, Tread, but okay, you got me there.
Oh, is that not a normal thing for humans to do?
No.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
I see.
I don't know.
It is?
I've been a human for a very long time, and I can honestly say I've never once had the want or need to do that.
Which is also why I said sometimes. I usually don't either.
I'm very confused now. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys continue to move.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I
Shaking
do
up.
ask the rest of them to kind of keep a lookout just in case. So I'm focused on the map
For undead.
for anything.
Tread's eyes just flash.
Okay. You make your way out of this small cusp of trees into a little bit more rolling area. And you start to see Weepingburg in the distance. This is after a couple hours of travel, and it's starting to get a lot darker, but you can start to see like the light pollution, especially up against the sky with the overcastness.
Light pollution.
There she glows.
Ha!
And as you are still, I'm assuming you're still
I was
gonna.
also a pirate.
I'm not surprised by that at all. I'm assuming you're going to continue to travel for a bit, then set up camp.
Yeah.
All right. As you're walking toward Weepingburg, all of a sudden, this massive lightning bolt kind of strikes somewhere within Weepingburg's walls, and there was no thunder, except for the one from the lightning bolt. There's no sound of rain. There's no sense of a thunderstorm. Just this steady overcast wall of clouds. Or ceiling, if you wanted that one. Are you guys gonna make camp for the night?
Odd.
The way I see it, we try to sneak into the town and then kill everyone while we're in. Or we attack just before dawn.
At dawn we plan.
I would not go in there with the intent to kill everyone. They might be innocent.
Wow. Generally speak.
Wow, you gotta bring a moral question into this.
And besides, we're in enemy territory here. Like,
My name is
That
Brock.
doesn't-
Welcome to
enemies.
War Crimes 101.
We are enemies to the military, not to the citizens.
Brock is unconvinced.
Even when we did
I
go
don't
to
know.
towns where we knew Saronicus was at, we didn't kill everyone.
that's because we knew everyone wasn't Saronicus. I mean,
We just didn't know who was or was not yet.
And it is the same here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Queen, slay.
So are you you guys making camp?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, was that ominous? It almost sounded like you were almost saying, like, so are you guys making camp?
I sound ominous and shifty when I don't mean to be, and when I try to be, no one gets it. So no, I wasn't being ominous.
Just like how Lundgren Bask is a dick. He doesn't even
Without
know
meaning.
it.
Yeah, it amazes me.
Why doesn't anybody like me?
Ah, I'm sorry, Ty, but yeah. Okay.
Ouch.
So you take your long rest, and the night passes without incident.
You dick.
Yeah, get on spell slot back.
So are we gonna split up and then head in from 2 different directions?
Do not split up the party.
Okay.
Let's split up,
you know what
gang.
happened the last time we did that?
He died.
Last time I remember. Yeah, I mean, oh,
Yeah, Frederick
yeah.
died. Yes, skip to the end.
See, I was thinking before that when you got kidnapped.
You guys were following me.
another
That
good
was
example.
a little bit different. But yeah, okay.
Me and
Fortunately-
Moira's just looking between everyone like, excuse me, what?
Yeah, a lot of things have happened. We tried to infiltrate Seronicus, and because I gave the wrong answers to some question, they basically magically suggested me and then kidnapped me. And I had to go. I was in the galley of the ship. They took my scythe away, which still pisses me off, which I have yet to get back as the only relic of my childhood before my journey. That's a real chapper. And then I was in this place with this magical cuffs. I can show you the cuffs later.
Oh
I
my!
just put my
Magical
hand slightly
manacles
over.
Basically dispel magic, okay? And then after that, it was this
I
crazy.
put my
bit-
hand forcefully over Lundgren's mouth.
Make a strength
I
check.
moved your hand to say.
Make a
And then what
strength.
happened was
Lundgren, make a strength check. Brock, counter your strength.
a strength check is my sucky one. Hold on.
Watch him roll a natural 20.
Oh!
You cannot stop the force that is Lundgren Bask.
And then I was in this one other part with these creepy octopus face suckers, and they almost didn't make it out of there alive.
How did he? Ah.
That's all else I wanted to say. And I was only going to show you the cuffs just because I had never seen magical cuffs before, and I didn't know if anybody else just wanted to look at them. Just look at them. That's it.
Would you just look at it?
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was. Well, so that was our only attempt to infiltrate the group that went terribly. So we decided to just keep identifying them and knocking them over after that.
I do want to say though, technically, me and Tread did a wonderful job infiltrating when I died.
You did.
That is true. We did awesome up until you died.
Based,
Yes.
I
based
think
on
that's what
Tread's
killed me.
account, yes, you did. Absolutely.
We got them to walk us to the headquarters, welcome us in. They offered us sandwiches.
That
We
does
got-
not
and
sound like
then
a victory.
They were poisoned, and then you dropped dead because Tread decided to eat it and you didn't. Or
We
not
killed
eat it.
everybody, but he died also. So it
Uh,
was technically a success, just with
So,
casualties.
Minimal casualties. It's,
oh, so much.
What?
Are you all right? You've been through a lot. All of you.
I made a lot of money, so I'm cool
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, we got to go back to see Bruno, I think, after this. He might be able to help us with that.
What does all right really mean?
Well, did you get rest after all of that?
Yeah,
We are
I mean,
alive. That is what matters.
we were able to rest up and make plans. I mean, they didn't permanently capture us or anything.
It really sounded like she's asked, "Did you guys get arrested after that?"
Oh
No,
well,
a rest. Like a rest mentally for your brain. She's not worried about physical. Mentally, are you doing okay? Is what she's asking.
I mean, we spent like a year or so traveling after that.
it's been about 10 months. Yeah, I mean, we've been basically on the road. But I mean, we've gotten chances to like rest up and stay in castles and other things like that. So I mean, it's not as if we're constantly on the run or anything like that.
You even had a couple of relaxing sea voyages.
Yeah. Where I was trying to figure out why we weren't touching the ground.
And I went hunting as a shark. That was fun.
That does sound very fun.
I mean,
I got caught in seaweed, though. It wasn't great.
Frederick got the best rest he's ever had.
Yes.
Yeah, so
For a long
So-
time.
so great we couldn't find him for like 3 months. So yeah.
I believe my question has been answered.
Okay.
Oh,
Miyamori's internal dialogue. I'm with a bunch of sociopaths.
pretty much.
Okay, so as you approach Weepingburg, you see high walls, nowhere in comparison to the height of, say, the Citadel or the Oasis, but still suitably high. Frederick would recognize these as pretty much standard-sized town walls. Miyamura, you see tall walls, probably taller than you've seen, because there's not a lot of stonework in the lower villages, and most of the fortifications within the Silver Mountain itself are more like adaptations of natural rock faces. So this
I like this place more and more.
so to you, these look like almost impregnable walls. But to everyone else, it's like these are kind of small walls. You guys are coming in somewhere over on the western side, which means that you can either go for the southern gate or the southwestern gate. And there does seem to be some people going in and out, like small caravans. Mostly some covered wagons, stuff that looks more like infrastructural rather than militant.
Well, what are we looking for?
I do not know.
Are we gonna get inside the walls and attack the first city guard we see? Are we gonna like are we gonna wait until we get attacked by somebody?
I would say we would wait till we get attacked, and until then, we gather information.
We still have no idea anything about this place. It probably would be good to learn a bit.
I just realize I'm sitting here like nodding. She nods.
It's okay.
Fucking Christ.
Been there, done that.
The amount of hand gestures I make when I play my characters is unbelievable. No one can see them. Okay, so are you guys going to try to sneak in? Are you going to...
Yes.
How?
Are we?
We're gonna try to sneak in.
Well, unless you guys want to make like we're supposed to be there for some legitimate reason and just waltz in. Yeah.
This is in no way supposed to encourage you to do this, but I expected Lunga just like, I'm going to activate my wings and be like, I am your god now. Let me in.
Until
But
otherwise
it
proven,
was a
that's
nice
not how this
addition.
works.
I
I had my
I think we
suspicions.
should just walk into the gates.
I was actually going to ask with the people that are coming in and out, what is mainly the race of these people?
You see, from this distance, you can see a lot of humans. There does seem to be a number of half orcs in there. Seems like there's a few dark dwarves and even some goblins going about.
Got it.
Ooh, any full orcs?
Not that you can see currently. You've only seen a couple of caravans going in and like people at the gates trying to sell things.
Okay, so this just might be a normal type place where
Normal type things happen and war crimes.
no, I mean it's not like a military town where everybody's decked out to be besieged, or they've well hidden it. I mean, they have trade and things like that. They're not like scared to death of any newcomers running around the place.
Well, there are armed
They should be.
guards. There are armed guards, and there are people patrolling the walls.
Okay.
Do the armed guards have any visible emblems or
They
anything?
do, but they do not match the symbols of the men that you killed.
Okay. I have a question, because this is different depending on DM. With disguise self, can I change the clothes I'm wearing?
Yes.
Disguise self you can, but not alter self.
Okay.
Because disguise self is just like an illusion, whereas you're changing your physical form with alter self.
And clothes wouldn't be part of that form because it's clothes and not you yourself.
Yes, but because disguise self is an illusion, it does do clothes.
Sweet.
For both
I
powers
played a
activate.
warlock that exclusively, like, his whole thing at the start of the campaign was he was constantly under disguise self, disguised as a tiefling paladin when he was a half-elf warlock. For like 3-4 sessions, he got away with it.
Awesome.
I have a friend that played for at least like 6 months as a rogue. And his entire party thought he was a human, and he was in fact 3 dwarves. Or not 3 dwarves, 3
Halflings in a trench
Kobolds in a
coat.
robe.
gnomes.
In a robe.
Yeah, basically.
That makes me unbelievably happy and sad at the same exact moment.
I've always
funny.
heard the rumors of those. Never actually seen it happen.
Okay. I'm assuming you're casting disguise self on yourself.
Yes.
All right.
You guys see me and Moira shrink about 3 feet, and she is now a human female with blonde hair and blue eyes, and a just plain red dress.
Are you talking like red or muted red?
Like a muted red.
Okay.
Alright, this will hopefully have less attention to ourselves.
Everyone else is human. I can disguise myself too, I guess. And I'm going to turn into a I'm going to turn into a mouse and just crawl up Lundgren's sock.
Crawl up my sock. Okay.
First, you assume he's wearing socks. 2, Lundgren, you feel the tugging as tread begins to climb up your leg.
I can say through the earring, let me know when you're in there and we can go inside.
Oh
He
my.
nibbles at his ankle.
All right, I'll take it. All right.
Sounds like he likes it.
Well, guys, what do you suggest we do? We don't know this type of this town. We don't know. We know that the people that we bumped off aren't the same as the people in the town.
I do
But,
have
like,
a
what do we-
question. Is Frederick just like rolling up with his tabard, or does he like swap them out or something?
Uh,
Well,
I will put it away for now.
You see Frederick with great irritation seem to take off his tabard and roll it up and like put it in his sack, and he's just like he looks
Despondent, dejected.
you know how a cat looks when it's gotten wet and it doesn't like being wet. That's pretty much the aura that's Frederick's giving off. Like,
Okay.
I'm here. This is not my normal state. I don't like it.
I'm here because I am morally obligated to be here.
Yes, pretty much.
okay.
All right. Are you going to approach the gates? Which gate are you going through?
All
Uh,
of them.
Which
All of them at once.
which
Okay.
gate
sorry.
has the traders where we can slip in possibly unobserved?
From what you can see, both of them.
Okay.
Mostly on this western side.
Okay, so that's where we are now. We can just waltz in there, try to.
There seems to be more textile goods and like ready to sell wares going through on this side.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You approach the gates.
Dun,
Bill
dun, dun,
says,
dun.
Bill Gates says hi. No. You see, guards kind of doing a cursory look over of stuff. It really doesn't seem like they're that concerned.
Okay.
The ones on the upper wall seem to be a bit more vigilant. The wagons and people who are going through in and out of this side. If this weren't Gant Evos, you would assume it was anywhere else in any of the places you've been to. Maybe they're not like the best dressed individuals, or they don't have as much physical goods to sell, like say someplace entering the Oasis or going around in one of the ports. But it seems to be kind of like normal trade. You make it through the rather short area that hangs over the entrance, and you start to see like small shacks, shanty towns kind of feel with some more highly stacked wooden buildings. And as you get to about here, it starts to become a little bit better. The construction's a little bit more solid, and you start to see shops and a few other things as well.
And is this a tower in the center of town? What is this?
You see a large, round-looking, what Frederick would probably stylize as a keep.
Oh, okay.
That's a weird looking keep. And are those posts in the center around it, the four corners?
The four corners, those are smaller buildings. Like
This or this?
So that center circle, that's a wall with a keep inside, or that's the keep?
that itself is the keep.
Okay. Yeah, that's a weird keep.
It kind of corkscrews up.
Me and Moira's just looking around at all of this with just wide eyes, like, I saw this.
What do?
This is all so new to her, and she loves it. Kind of like she's sightseeing when we probably shouldn't be in enemy territory.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't specifically know this is enemy territory just yet.
You scan Evos. As you continue to push farther in, there is more people kind of start coming up to you. You see individuals who are like selling bits and bobs, small jewelry. Like they open up their coat. It's like, hey, you want to buy some watches, but instead of watches, it's like bracelets, small knickknacks, maybe even like light adventuring gear. People are coming up. People at stalls are like shouting out their wares, and it looks like a typical market, especially on the southern side.
Is anyone selling food?
There are actually. There's like cabbages and potatoes and carrots and other things being sold, and then there's kind of like more refined things like they've like baked goods or more shelf stable things, and they kind of alternate between the two. You do smell this wonderful aroma of like fresh baked bread. It's not, it doesn't actually smell as dense as you expected in other places, like a very hearty bread, but this is more like a dessert like bread.
I really want to sample some.
Is there any meat? Tread smell any meat?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of meat here as well. And somewhere in the between, you smell like a meat pie. There's some
Tread squeaks.
there are jerkies. Like somebody's even selling like a stew with a like the Panera bread bowl thing. They're selling a bread bowl when they put soup in it. They hand it off to some people and they take it with them. Others just have like a cheap wooden bowl made out of bark and other stuff.
Tread's poking Lundgren and pointing to the soup bowl.
If you want one, I mean, you can buy it. They don't know why we're here.
He's Mousie's motioning down to himself like.
Oh, okay. I forgot he was transformed. Okay.
I'm just imagining this
totally
like
forgot about that.
I imagine this like Stuart Little-esque mouse, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
white or blonde.
Except he's a brown scaly mouse.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
So he's a miniature armadillo.
Or
I mean,
Mandarin.
that's
Did
you know
Did you
what?
maintain your beard in mouse form?
Yes, he's a bearded mouse.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Bearded scaled mouse.
I actually sometimes forget that Tread has a beard.
Well, he didn't until he got the belt of dwarven kind. So
I'm picturing him less like a monitor lizard and more like a bearded dragon now.
Yeah, I was about to say
Is-
it's like exactly bearded dragons. What I was thinking.
Because he loves food and now he has a beard. So he's basically a bearded dragon now.
Yeah.
okay, I'd get the seller's attention.
Yes, hi. How may I help you? You like some of
I'd
our
like
fresh
one-
stew?
Yes, in a bread bowl.
Ah, yes. Okay. What would you like? Would you like this? And he brings out like he points to there's a kind of a shelf behind him, and there's like 3 different kinds of breads. We got hearty and it looks like a rich rye. We've got our average one looks like a normal white bread. Then we have our fluffier options, and you see something that's kind of somewhere between like a sourdough and a really flaky biscuit, like a crescent roll kind of outside to it.
I relay this
Tre-
information to Tread through the earring.
Tread holds up one mouse finger,
The first one?
as in the first one.
Okay, so I'll take a rye bowl, please.
All right. He reaches out. He kind of cuts off the top and he kind of hollows it out a little bit in the middle, and he slops this very thick stew into it. It looks like it's mostly meat with just a little bit of vegetables in it. It looks more like pudding in its consistency. And he hands it over to you, so that'll be about 15 copper.
15 copper. Okay. Let me see. Whoop! I did that wrong.
Yeah, I said give him 15 gold. Oh my god.
Copper. How many silvers to a copper is it? 10?
All of it's 100.
Okay, 100. So if I put that down here, then I would have. I'll give him 15.
15 copper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that's the exact price. Thank you.
Okay.
Come again.
I thought you said 10.
I thought I said 15.
He
I
said
did say
15.
15.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You're making me doubt my own words, man. Stop.
Sorry.
Did he just try to? Does he just try to negotiate down?
No.
Oh my God.
All right,
Okay,
so
you now have a rye bread bowl full of pasty stew.
Tread's gonna
Uh,
climb up his clothes onto his arm and just take a little piece of the bread, dip it in the stew, and eat it.
Oh, it tastes so good. It's like
He
fresh
jumps
and warm.
into the stew.
That's kind of uncomfortable, but it feels really good for you.
I turn my back as if I'm walking away so they don't see.
Okay. You see this very scaly little mouse snout sticking up out of the stew, and just like this little divot as where the Tread's mouth would be as the stew kind of starts getting sucked in. And it's in little rhythms, just like. And his nose twitches a little bit. There's a couple of whiskers sticking up out there. They twitch happily. They're a little goopy, but nothing that can't be too bad.
He a happy mouse.
He's very
Aw.
happy.
Gonna be a fat mouse too.
Well, I say into the earring. Well, Trad, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You do realize when he transforms, the earring is like into his form, so it's not there anymore.
Oh. Well, then I should have just be hearing static.
See, everyone else
Okay,
hears Lundgren talking to himself over the earring.
Okay, so I will just mutter, I'm glad you liked it.
Holds up a thumb.
All right.
Not fully out, so you just see this indeterminate mouse digit stick up out of the stew.
Oh, man.
Mouse digit. Sounds like a band.
Probably is. I encountered
Wouldn't
one
surprise me.
I encountered a band called Bashful Alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad.
So, what is everyone else doing while Lundgren's having his food? Tread and Lundgren are having their food escapade.
I was wondering if they would get me a spoon.
It's a bread bowl.
Oh, okay. I'll just
That
have to
and
wait.
you
till
would
Fred's
also
done.
normally be carrying your own eating implements in medieval times, and a lot of other places as well. Because I ain't giving you utensils.
Okay. Utensils are for
expensive.
plebs.
Me and Moira wandered off to get pastry.
Okay. You find a stall that is selling baked goods, including pastries. This kind of.
Do we see any old ladies sitting in palms handing out swords?
No, there's no ponds within Weepingburg. This kind of older woman. She's got flecks of gray in her hair, and she's got that kind of school teacher vibe to her. She's got her sleeves rolled up, it's like arranging the various pastries and other things at the stall that caught your eye. And as you approach, yes, hello.
Oh, hello. These look so good.
Oh, yes, we do our best. What can I get for you?
What is your favorite?
Oh, I'd have to try some of these tarts. And she kind of pulls out, and they have, you see a very round, flaky crust with a gem-like jam right in the middle.
A gem in the middle.
Jam. These are particularly plum. It hits the spot. Not too sweet, not too sour. It's just weird blend.
I will take one.
All right, that'll be 3 copper. It's not really.
Yeah.
It's not very big. It's just.
Oh yeah. I kind of figured it was just a little thing.
Yeah.
But though Mia Moira takes out a gold piece and hands it to her, And it's like, I don't know if this. She has no idea how money in this place works. Basically.
Twins.
Yep.
I can get you some change. She takes the gold coin, like quickly pockets it, and then you see her like take what looks to be like most of the equivalent of the cash register out,
She dumps,
and
she dumps the till in your lap.
You just paid a $5 bill with $100.
You get 99 silver back and 97 copper pieces.
God.
Is there anything else you would like? Oh, well, no, try it first. Then maybe you can sample a bit more.
Had you tasted?
All right, it's recently made. It kind of the jam was apparently just put on, or the filling was just put on there, and it was kept in a much colder place, so it evens out the temperatures, so it's like it's just right, and you just kind of feel it like go over your tongue, and it kind of swirls in the flavors. It's like, oh wow, this is great.
I would like another one of these. 4 more.
4 more. Okay, that would be 12 copper, please. The red ones, and she kind of points to the ones that are copper.
Yeah.
Duh.
These are. Oh, thank you.
Yes, she kind of gets a little bag together and she hands them over to you, and there's 4 pieces in there.
We've got a new Edward.
Oh, it was 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 12 copper.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we do. Absolutely. We have to learn her name.
Edward's the guy that taught me money.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. These are so sweet.
You're welcome.
They're
Please
not
come
sweet,
again.
but you know what I mean. Thank you. And Mjolnir is basically like skipping as she comes back to the party.
You're having fun, Mia Moira, I take it.
Yes, I have never had one of these before.
Okay.
I do not have many baked goods where I come from. It's far too cold most of the time.
I would imagine. Not sure if we had too many of those in North Spire either.
There's a bakery.
Okay.
There's just a tiny mouse burp.
Just a little bubble comes up from the stew.
You're not drowning, are you?
It's a good death.
No bubbles.
Just gonna poke him. Poke the mouse.
You stick your finger into the stew and you find this very round feeling scaly thing.
I'd like to make a Constitution saving throw to keep the stew down.
Oh
Yes.
no.
I'm good.
Yeah. It feels
Figured it'd have to beat a
uncomfortable, but
10.
it feels a little uncomfortable, but it's like, oh, don't touch me. I'm full of chocolates.
Except it's a meaty stew.
That really sounds good right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Just-
What is everyone else doing then?
I think they were just letting the foreigners have their fun.
Yeah.
You're all foreigners in a foreign land.
Yeah, but it's really foreign for both of us.
What kind of stalls do I see around me?
In this area, it's mostly food. On the other side, it seems to be more hard goods. As you kind of explore more to the north of you, it tends to be more solid shops, and they kind of transition between the general stalls to like the areas that either make the stuff and sell it, or make the stuff for the stalls where they sell it. There's pretty much anything that you could want. Some have gear, some have like light weapons, others have clothing. There's a couple of bookshops too.
Bookshops. I'm gonna have to pay those visits sometime later.
Oh God, stage whispers.
What kind of books are here?
Are you going towards the bookshops, or are you asking somebody?
I am asking, like, literally just what kind of books? Like, are they paper? Are they stone?
They are
Subjects.
they are leather-bound books.
Okay. I was
Just-
asking the party, but okay.
I don't know what kind of books they are. We'd have to go check them out.
I guess we don't know. Are there any,
Yeah.
do they even have a written word? Are there signs anywhere?
There are signs, yes. There are those that are painted. Some have names, some have symbols. Most have names and symbols.
Is it written in common?
It appears to be. Mostly, yeah. A weird kind of pig Latin, kind of common. But it's most of it's from common.
Cuckoo.
Well, when it comes to inside of places like this, I am very lost. I could go in the wilderness for days and never get lost, but here I'm not sure what to do.
Tiny Mouse treads just like nodding.
I'm just imagining him sitting on the edge of the bowl like it's a hot tub, and we brought this conversation back to what we had before stream.
Yes. And he's just eating pieces of the soggy bread
Yeah.
from just reaching to his side, grabbing soggy bread, eating, nodding. Oh man. This is fantastic. I wish I could draw. I would totally draw this. Or animate, that'd be even better.
It's never too late to learn. Except when
That's
you're dead. That's really late for a lot of things.
Only if you don't have enough willpower.
Okay.
You failed your Constitution saving throw.
No, you succeeded. It was going to be a low DC anyway.
I mean, as a general idea.
Okay. So you guys are just kind of taking in the lay of the land?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I'd eventually want to go toward the bookshops because I'm me, of course, but
I thought you were Lundgren. All right, I need some perception checks then.
all right. Like whoever wants to, or
Whoever's looking for stuff.
I got nothing better to do besides eat soup.
I'm just keeping my eyes open for potential combatants.
Okay, Brock, do you see there are regular guards, which you can gather that the people on the walls are the town guard. They seem to be going throughout places. There's regular foot patrols. There's even a few places where they just post up. Tretskala, you see a great big world around you with lots of stalls, lots of food, lots of other things. You see some kid wandering around the market, looking rather lost and rather out of place. Lundgren, you see a market and some shops. And man, this bread is warm. It feels really good in your hands.
Fred's gonna squeak and point to the kid.
All right. Frederick, you notice there's somebody moving around in the crowd that's not fully of this place.
Can you go into more detail with that?
Dress is drastically different. It's a long kind of white full body skirt thing.
Would I recognize the garb?
It looks very much like a lot of the traditional garbs of Olton.
Is he like looking at us or?
He's walking around looking around. He's not looking at you.
I'd like to approach him and ask him if I can help him find something.
As you do, he turns and a very familiar face. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I have no goddamn clue. One moment, I am in the oasis, tending to business. I feel electricity pulsing through my very core. And then last night, I wake up here, wherever here is.
Well,
It
here
squeaks and waves.
is Gantivos.
Of course it is. Is that a mouse? In a bread bowl?
It is.
That's not the weirdest thing, let's be honest here.
Unsanitary is what it is.
Keeps eating.
He's only been a mouse for like 20 minutes.
But is that the lizard?
Yes.
I thought it was diseased.
Mouse is nodding.
The mouse was diseased. Oh, right. Who are you? And he looks at me and Moira. You see this kind of teenage-looking kid dressed as if he's ready for arid weather, and definitely not like the most obvious-looking, this person does not belong here individual in the entire place. Like, he looks like he's dressed like a choir kid in the middle of, like, I don't know, goth rally.
Hello, I'm Moira.
Hello. Strange. Why are you in disguise? Yes.
She looks from him and then like to the rest of the party.
Me and Moira, this is Zulthar. He's a lot of things. And
No, he is one thing. He is, very specifically, he is a demon.
yes, he is.
Well, fiend. Well,
Which explains why he's able to see through your disguise.
When
Maybe shouldn't have told a lawful good paladin that he's a demon.
She's a
not a
cleric
paladin.
and she's probably
Oh,
still
cleric.
uneasy about it, but it is what it is.
when you say that he is a demon, she steps back.
don't worry,
Yeah.
he's not that bad.
I
Annoying.
probably am.
Very, very annoying, but not bad.
All demons are bad in their way.
I mean, at the same time, all people are bad in their way too.
I'm right here.
We know.
She's never seen you before, and we needed to try to attempt to explain it. So,
He kind of gives
There
you
you
like the what look. Like, really? I am a businessman.
Is that what you're calling yourself nowadays?
I was always a businessman. But what I deal with varies from place to place.
And I've always been alive.
He kind of sniffs at you. It's like, I get your humor.
He said he's one of us.
Probably the
Oh,
only
wait a
one.
minute. Wait a minute, Trent. Every time she does Eyes of the Grave, you haven't been telling her.
You don't count as undead.
I thought Revenants count as undead.
I never said you were a revenant. Just that you came
Oh.
back.
Well, last time we had talked about it, we had kind of discussed the Revenant idea, but we never solidified it, so that's what I was going based off of.
You are not an animated corpse. You are solidly in your body and in control.
I just want to make sure,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No, it's absolutely important for your character to know that. He kind of sniffs at you. Did you die?
Yes, I did.
You're really making me question why I entered a contract. Really?
Well, you didn't read the fine print.
Contract?
Yeah, that's don't
That's
worry about
another long
details.
story.
You should not make deals with devil.
Hey, I keep my ends of the bargain. You're thinking of demons. Filthy buggers.
They said you are a demon.
Demon, devil, it's really the same thing to us.
That is not very acceptable, Frederick.
What part? The me dying part, or the not differentiating between you being a demon or a devil?
The second one.
I mean, to be fair, the average person does not know the difference.
But you're not the average person, now are you?
I would say yes and no. I'm a man of the people.
He gives you the right.
Sure you are.
Yes. What brings
Is
you
that-
to this forsaken
is that-
land?
Usually acceptable way to say that you are stupid.
He's actually trying to imply that Frederick here is perhaps delusional or unaware of his own importance in some matters or other. Not sure.
He shoots you all look like what?
She's essentially asking if Frederick called himself stupid.
No. No.
If he was stupid, I wouldn't have signed an agreement with him.
All I'm saying.
He is stupid for having that agreement.
I'm sorry. I provide necessary services and support when needed. All I ask is that I am compensated for my efforts, which he has been providing me. Up until several months ago when everything seemed to stop, but now that explains it.
That was when I died.
That explains a lot.
That's new to me because I was never privy to the particulars of the contract.
I didn't have the contract with you.
I didn't say you did.
Character Zulfar seems really sassy today, and I don't know why.
He just woke up in a place where he thought he would never be, for one thing.
Yeah, if I suddenly woke up in the middle of nowhere and on the other side of the world, I'd probably be pretty upset too.
All right, bringing it back.
Plus he has a cleric sassing.
Also true. Speaking of which, when the sass is going on, Mousetread's just doing that 3 snap thing. That
Does he snap?
Oh, snap.
Tread knows what that is?
no,
It's a cultural thing within this. It's for
he
certain
saw it
comics.
happen. He saw it happen once
Okay.
in a similar situation, so he's just mimicking it.
Okay.
I'm more amazed a mouse can snap.
I've seen their hands. They could probably do it. I mean, I can snap with all the fingers on my hand, so a mouse should be able to.
The claws
Even if he
aren't that
can't,
long, are they?
he can squeak. Anyway,
I don't remember you answer. I don't realize if I asked this question, but what are you doing here?
We're running an errand for somebody else.
Our usual shtick, you know.
Go here, go there.
Getting into
Find this
trouble
out,
without
find
any
that
idea
out.
why.
We have
decent
some idea,
idea.
yeah. Which is usually better than what we normally have, which is little to none. I admit it.
Well, I guess I could try to salvage the situation. I guess whatever reason I'm here has something to do with, and he gestures to all of you.
I suppose, but we don't know yet, do we?
I would rather not have anything to do with you.
That's fine by me. And I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the rest of them.
She's now glaring.
As you're kind of talking, another bolt of lightning comes down, strikes within like inches of where Zulthar is. Not again. And you see there's like this. How do you think I got here? And you see this box about 6 inches long, 4 inches wide, 3 to 5 inches high. What the hell?
Okay.
He picks it up, kind of looks it over, presses a few things on the side, and it kind of opens like a puzzle box. He takes out this scroll. He unrolls it. He reads through it. Rolls it back up, puts it in the thing, closes the box, kind of puts it on a bag that he has. Well, that makes sense.
What does, if I may ask?
Oh, why I'm here. Do you remember, as Trent flips all the way back in his notes, do you remember the Hell Knights?
It's been a while.
I would say yes.
But yeah.
Well, they're in the employ of some of my competitors within the Nine Hells. They're trying to make a play to say that should be removed from my position. And a number of deals have been struck. I have been placed here to kind of prove that I can still rather hold my own, forces-wise and ability-wise compared to them. The locals of Gant Evos have been making numerous deals, trying to bolster their favor, bolster their forces in their war with Sarand, and eventually to control the rest of the Four Kingdoms.
Who are they making deals with?
What do you mean?
Just other demons?
No, with the rulers of Gant Evos.
Do you know who they are?
Who, what? What do
Who's
you mean?
ruling Gant Evos?
The ones who have been put into power. The Lich of
By
Asterson.
by your competition.
No! They were in power before. They hired my competition to aid them in taking over the rest of the Four Kingdoms. And they are being used to leverage my position from me in the Nine Hells.
Okay. I finally connected the dots. I got you.
Fantastic. And he claps his hand together like, ah, good.
So these lightning bolts, do they only work on beings like you, or do they work on anyone?
I'm getting a very celestial feel from them, and I don't like it. But apparently, the balance of power within the Nine Hells is of as much importance that I need to be here to try to retain my position.
So they can't take it from you by force, so they'd rather need to use subterfuge. I'm taking it.
Exactly. If they prove me incompetent enough, then I can have my position stripped from me from a higher up.
Well, is our contract technically still valid?
You're alive, aren't you? You can still kill Soronicus, can't you?
Does
Yes.
death interrupt that?
Many things are ended by death. Our contracts don't necessarily indicate that. But he is still able to fulfill his contract, so the contract is still valid.
Okay. Then I'll tell you what we can do. As part of our contract, we can provide you assistance.
Fantastic. And
Excuse me?
you're not part of this. He points a very judgmental finger at you.
I have
No. She's part of the party. She gets a say.
She is. Yeah.
Fine. All I need is to...
Let's hear her side first.
All right, fine. Blonde one.
Then you can rebuttal.
I believe you know my side is we should not make deals with people like this.
Well, the deal has already been made, so we're already up a creek.
Why do we have to assist you? Why do all of us have to?
You don't have to assist me, as I was just pointing out to your friend here. My contract is with him, and with, by extension, parts of whom he may ally with. You do not necessarily have to be aided or part of it. In fact, I'm getting the feeling that you don't want to be here, and I personally don't care if you join in or not. What I do need is some assistance in getting my forces here in order to, shall we say, obliterate my opponent's forces, which are of the same ilk as me. So, in helping me, you end up destroying more of my kind, or at least removing them from this plane of existence, possibly back to the Nine Hells to an extent, and that makes everything better because I would prefer to not to be here, and would prefer even less that they remain here.
So, to make a long story short, Zulthar is telling you that whether you destroy his demons or other people's demons, you still get to destroy demons.
Fantastic. The Hick has a fantastic grasp of the situation.
Hick? What?
You come from a small village, yes? You're not highborn
Well, you
as
got
Frederick?
me there.
Yes.
I'm not highborn. Okay.
It is nothing against you as a person, but...
Zolthar, that is very rude. Please mind your manners.
Right, correct. I'm sorry. I've been impugned by a cleric. It puts me on my toes, if you will.
Good. Adversity
Not that I haven't had other
encourages growth.
You see him just start rubbing his temples.
My duty here is to help them. So, I suppose it is up to them if I help.
But I, in particular, do not want to force you to do anything that you don't want to do. I try to look at everything from the overall good. And if we can help one potentially bad thing by defeating and destroying many more, I think that's acceptable.
I also never force anyone into a contract. Everything is willfully
No, look
given.
at you. Proclaiming your virtues as a devil.
large one. Whatever virtues you may think I don't have, the law is the law. A contract is a contract.
Whatever virtues I think you don't have, I probably have less.
And yet you work with him. He just kind of puts his arms out like, really? Really?
Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm not a virtuous person?
I'm saying, Frederick, I don't doubt that you are a virtuous person. I doubt, from the way your friend just described himself, that he is a virtuous person.
Oh no, you're 100% right in that. He is a monster.
Yes, which is why he's so very useful.
Ouch.
Because he does things I wouldn't do, but I can ask him to freely do them, and he absolutely does. That's the beauty of this situation.
And I don't mean monster in a bad person. I mean combat-wise. Unforgiving.
Exception.
All right, so what do you need us to do?
Well,
Let's cut to brass tacks.
brass tacks. Well, I need an opening made somewhere in the plains. I don't really care, so that I can get my forces here. Or even just to make contact with my forces so that they can open the doorway. That is the main thrust of my needs right now.
So, like a portal to heck.
Precisely to one of the levels of the Nine Hells, or to an interdimensional space where my forces have been, unfortunately, banished to. I also need as many of the Hell Knights to be destroyed, particularly their the command structure. You can tell them by their red skin and their halo of fire around their head.
Red skin and fiery halos, huh?
They're tieflings.
Oh, right.
I do not like the sound of any of this.
You think I like it? I was having a good time in the Oasis, managing my affairs and the affairs of others. Small, petty business. Just gold in exchange. Now, I could be losing my position. And by that, when the position is lost, especially in the Nine Hells, I could be absolutely destroyed. I prefer not to be destroyed. I'm sure you would agree if it was your position as well.
I would rather you be destroyed, but
But you would prefer that you wouldn't be destroyed now, wouldn't you?
yes, but I would not do things that you do.
What things do I do? Please. And you see he actually sits down in the air and crosses his leg so that he's standing on one leg. Please, tell me, what do I do?
Make contracts with people and... What is the payment? And she looks to Frederick.
For our contract,
Yes.
aid and assistance when the greater war comes.
Is this the greater war?
I believe it might be the prelude.
So get rid of demons by summoning demons.
Well,
You're not summoning them. I'm summoning them.
It is the same thing.
it is a sin of accomplice.
Guilt by association.
Yeah.
Foolhardy guilt.
Surely we could get rid of these Hell Knights without having to resort to your people.
I'd be very much amused to see you do so. But that is up to you.
All right, Zoltar, this is what we can offer you. we won't open a gateway. I assume that you are able to open the gateway yourself.
Ostensibly, yes. There are other beings that can. But yes.
You open the gateway, you get your army here, and we'll assist with disrupting the Hell Knights. That way, we have no direct hand in bringing demons, but at the same time, we are getting rid of demons. Moira, does that fit with you? Or would you rather us have an alternative action?
From what I have been taught, no, none of this is good. But I do not know how things work here. This is a normal thing.
What's better? The welfare of many, or the welfare of the few?
The many.
So, in turn, us destroying these Hell Knights will ultimately help the many, because that'll partially fulfill my contract with Zolthar, obligating him aid for when the greater war comes to prevent a pretender god from taking over the surface and subjugating all of us, and unleashing undead and hellspawn and all kinds of other nasty things.
You see Zulthar kind of point at Frederick like, see? Yeah, I'm doing some good here.
Don't help me. Don't help me. You are not helping.
He raises his hands like, fine. I'm disagreeing with you.
For now, I will trust your judgment.
Thank you. I appreciate this leap of faith, and I can promise you that it will not go unrewarded / unjustified.
Just know after we are done, you might have to finish your people. As she looks back to Zolthar.
I did not catch any of that. Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said either.
So just know that after this, we may need to banish your people next.
After the war. Is that acceptable for all parties?
You can try. But I'm acceptable to this. If not, I may be able to actually go back to the Nine Hells, because I've been trapped here for quite some time. And it doesn't necessarily fit in my needs.
Okay. So, where are these Hell Knights?
Where aren't they? They're mostly over by the Spire. From my sources. On the other side of the continent. Somewhere between here and there. From what I can see of my wandering around this city over the night, they do not have as much of a presence, if any presence at all. So far, all I've found is local guards and constabulary.
Do you have a rough number?
For the number of Hell Knights here?
No, near the spire.
Near the Spire. The Spire in and of itself is a summoning portal. That's what it's for. A nexus of interdimensional doorways that could be anywhere between 100 to several 100,000 Hell Knights coming through there, for all I know.
So ultimately, what we need to do is close that portal.
Preferably, yes.
Okay.
Or multiple portals. I don't know. I haven't been to the Spire. All I have is what my contacts tell me.
What can you tell us about the spire? What's it made of?
It's made out of stone. It magnifies magical energies, I would assume, like many other summoning positions. From what I'm told, it is a spire. Like a giant well-rounded spike coming up from the land, scarring
Yes,
the area.
I know what a spire is, Zoltar.
Oh, well, that's pretty much all I know. They summon not only just demons and my enemies there, they summon other things, other creatures. Things not native.
Fae?
Things definitely not native to this plane. Possibly Fae, possibly others.
So essentially everything.
They, from what I am told by my sources, Gant Evos is doing as much as they can to bolster their forces wherever they can, however they can, to first expand into Sarand, and then into Senlis, and then Olten itself. And who knows when or if they will stop.
Okay, we will do this for you.
Thank you. He shoots.
But
But
I
what?
need you to promise me that once the war is done, you will return. You will not conquest.
I much prefer making petty deals with people. I am not
This
here
is
for
a petty
conquest.
deal.
I am not here for conquest.
So you could give me your word on this, on your name.
I am not here for conquest. I do not want to conquest. I merely wish to retain my position, which is that more of arbiter rather than warlord. The
So
lower
I need-
ranks do more of that.
So I need you to promise me, give me your word, that once this is over, your forces will return, and you will make every effort in your abilities to return as well.
I promise I will not continue to conquest. I promise that I will not try to take over any of the 4 kingdoms. I promise that I will return to my rightful place in the 9 hells and exercise my duties.
And your forces.
And my forces.
Okay. Well, we got his word.
Yes, because it actually means
I do not
something.
trust it. I do not trust the word of a demon.
You. It's understandable.
But I trust
You're-
your word.
Your position is
Frederick.
understandable. Thank you. Maybe when this is all over,
And you cut out.
I said maybe when this is all over, we can get her a high priestess ship.
I can't guarantee that.
No, but I might be able to.
That's your compact, not mine.
Anyway, Lothar, we will be on our way next few days.
All
We're gonna
right.
hang out here for a little bit, and then we'll get to work.
Keep an eye out for Saronicus. I hear that he's still active in these areas, or at least his forces are. Not in as large an amount, but still.
Okay.
He gets up from off his leg, kind of stretches a little bit. Are we done?
Yes, you may go now.
And he kind of starts to make his way to try to disappear into the crowds, but he still sticks out like a sore thumb.
I would recommend a change of tire.
He just kind of waves a hand back at you, like, yeah.
Yeah, we made a second deal.
Yeah, well, you made a second deal. We're all kind of part of it, though.
Oh, you don't have to be. I would appreciate the assistance.
Well,
Great.
actually, I am now because when you died, I was given your mission to continue the Saronicus investigation / eradication by the Dervish King himself. So I'm in.
So you're my squire.
No, I was Sir Algrim's squire,
And I am a knight.
but I
The
was
knight-
named Sir Algrim's squire, not
Yes.
yours.
We'll discuss the fineries of titles later.
What is a squire?
The lowest schmo on the social rung of any kingdom
Schmo?
with any nobles.
No.
A
No,
gentleman
you're-
technically is, if you're going real life.
Yeah, just a regular sir. You are a squire, which puts you right above retainer.
I do not know what any of these are.
Neither did I until it was.
So
It's like
there's-
looking in a mirror.
A
So there
dark
are-
mirror.
So there are in each of the kingdoms there is a king. The king employs lords, who employs knights, who employs squires.
Which you would colloquially know the term lordship more of champions of the houses.
Like, I am a member of the House of Lond. The champion of the House of Lond is Sir Algrim. I am a knight of the House of Lond, meaning he is a squire of the House of Lond, puts him right below me.
She doesn't understand any of this, but it's fine.
Tread is asleep in his soup bowl right now.
Make a strength check to see if you start to slip under.
Using the mouse's strength.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I have
is
to
that?
check a mouse's strength.
I believe it's -5.
Ouch.
Do. Mouse. Okay, I'm gonna use a rat because mouse doesn't have a.
What is a rat but a burly mouse?
Exactly. Okay. -4 to strength. So -4 on this. That's a 10.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, you don't start to slip down, but you do kind of you kind of start to sink in on yourself, so your beard's kind of starting to envelop you.
That's okay. He's just kind of got one mousy elbow hanging on the edge of the bread, and he's just slowly sinking in.
Yes.
Tread, you need some help?
I forgot he's
He's
carrying
just-
you. He's in a food coma right now. You can't get through.
I contacted the answering machine, but she did not leave a customized message.
What?
Okay.
Tread comes out of his coma and in perfect calm says, "What?" and then passes back out. After looking at the camera directly.
Ta-da.
Let's recoup here and gather some supplies and get going then.
Yep.
Okay. So,
I'd very much like new armor.
too damn bad.
We could probably get it here.
Yeah, I have enough shit to trade.
And if not, we have money.
I have so much shit to trade.
Do we sew all the coins together and make her some armor?
No. Well, no.
I mean, we got enough coins where that would be possible.
Who has the skill to do that?
A forge cleric. That's about the only person that could.
Also, the most hilarious part is that if you guys want to buy anything substantial, I have all the money.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
well.
it's technically in you because it merged.
Oh, the bag merged with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, Trent, are we
Yeah, we're about wrapped up.
okay?
I need.
We're all sitting here like,
I just need one perception check from a Moira, and then we can end out.
Oh god, oh god.
Okay.
20.
Uh, throughout like all the shopping areas, especially more towards the what you can only assume to be the poorer areas, there is a couple of places that have like banners and tassels and even a couple of beaded necklaces very similar to the one you picked up at the Black.
Okay.
And with that, we'll close out tonight's session and we'll catch you next time on the Gamer's Tale as cool music plays as lights go down.